So today we're looking at a combat example for the big push. A combat is resolved in each of the map's 6 sectors each turn in the order determined by the initiative player. The initiative player is also going to determine in what order the sectors are deployed in and which players can deploy first, so it's pretty powerful having initiative. For the purposes of this example, we're just going to look at these 3 sectors. Pretend there are cards over there. We're not going to look at them because I'm not going to go through 6 things in one video. So, the Entente player has the initiative. For the sake of simplicity, he's going to resolve them in this order. He doesn't need to pick that at the beginning of the turn. He just does it, resolves one, and then, okay, now I'm going to do this one or that one. He also got air superiority previous in the turn, and which allowed him to look at one of the German cards before deciding if he's going to attack or defend. So we're going to look at this sector, and we're going to flip over these orders markers, and both players are defending. Because they're both defending, there's not going to be a combat there. They're both kind of just huddled behind their trench. So let's say we resolve this one next. Well, here, the Germans are defending, and the Entente is attacking. So we're going to flip these cards over and find out what they got going on. The German has an army with strength of 4, and because they're defending, they get the sector's strength of 4 as well. So they have a strength of 8 total. The Entente player, if I can flip these, there we go, has a strength of 14, which is crazy. That's a lot. Now the first thing you're going to do when you do a sector is you have a chance, if you have a innovation card you haven't played yet, to play one. So the Entente player is going to play the Rolling Barrage innovation. Now the Germans already played a version of their Rolling Barrage on a previous turn, so they're only going to get +1 to each of these cards instead of the +2 first turn bonus. That's make it +3 more. So that's going to make it what? What is 14 + 3? 17. I should know this. Yes, thank you, Mary. The Germans aren't going to play an innovation right now. Then the Entente player gets to decide whether he wants to put any air support in there. He's feeling pretty confident, doesn't need the air support right now. He is going to play an advantage card from his hand, led by donkeys, which is going to decrease the CV of the Germans. Now the Germans can play an advantage card of their own. Players go back and forth playing these advantage cards, increasing and decreasing the CVs until one of them comes out on top. The German player decides, well, probably he has this big stack over here, the Entente player, and he probably has a redeployment card where he can use that to take an unused army and move it over. So anything I throw up there, he's just going to knock me back down. So I'm just going to give up. And the Entente player has the higher total and wins the combat. He's going to score a victory point for that at the end of the turn, and more importantly, it's going to give him a +2 bonus to combat in any adjacent sectors. We've already looked at this sector. There's no combat there, but over here, there's going to be some combat. I think. I don't know. I wonder what the guys decided. Oh, he's going to attack. He's going to attack. There is going to be a combat. It's like I set this up beforehand. It's crazy. So we're going to flip these over. And we have 6 on this side, plus the Rolling Barrage is 1 to each. That's 8 for the card on that side, +2 for winning in the adjacent sectors. That's 10. Now over here we have 3. We do not get this bonus because he's not defending, he's attacking. He does get Rolling Barrage, that makes it 4. So right now we're looking at 10 to 4. Now it's time to play innovation cards. The Entente player doesn't have one. He's already played one, which is still in effect. It's Rolling Barrage. The Germans, however, are going to play their tank card. And they're the first one to play a tank. So they're going to get +2 to each of their cards in the sector. That brings it up to what? 6? Brings it up to 6. So it's 10 to 6. And that might not be a great play of that card because this only does it for 2 armies, 2 cards altogether. There are still 3 other sectors. They're not on the board right now. Where he might be wanting to use one of those combat bonuses. We'll find out. So next is that air support phase. Because the Entente player has air superiority, he can play an air support card from his hand. He's going to do that. He's going to add 2. And because he has the machine gun interrupter innovation, he's add another one on top of that. So that then is going to bring his total to 13. That's 13 to 6. Now we're getting to the advantage cards. Now the attacker always plays the advantage card first. If there are 2 attackers, it's going to be the initiative player. So the initiative player, the in top, is going to play an advantage card, mud, mud, and more mud. And that's going to decrease the combat value of each card in this sector by 1. So that's not great, because that is bringing him down to 5. Now it's German player's turn to play an advantage card. Now he did the combat gas innovation previously, and the wind is with him, so he gets to play gas shells. And that's going to decrease the CV of each of these cards by 1. And that's going to bring it down to 11 to 5. Now the in-top player says, well, I still got 3 more sectors to go. I'm winning 11 to 5. I don't know if I want to keep playing these cards. So he decided, I'm going to stop playing the cards. I'm safe. Ah, he's not safe. Because now the German player can play as many of the advantage cards as he wants until he runs out or he gives up. And he's going to play them. He's going to play this reserve card, which is going to bring in this card, this German army, which is 5 more. It's not just 5 more, though, because he has the combat gas. Not combat gas. Where'd it go? I had a card. No! Where'd my card go? Rolling barrage. He has the rolling barrage. He still gets the bonus for that. He is going to use the tank bonus again and give him another +2. He's going to use mutinies, which is going to decrease that guy's by 1. He's going to use Operation Surprise, which is going to add 1 to each of these. And the end of it is that the Germans have more. So the Germans win the attack. Reversal! Whoa! Now, the Germans would get a +2 in the next sector. But maybe the in-top player decides, well, I'm going to resolve a different sector first. See how this plays out. So that's kind of the back and forth that you get with the game, the kind of tactical aspect of it. But it also plays into the strategic factor as far as where you deploy those cards, how many cards you keep in reserve, how many cards, where you put those advantage cards, and it's just, I don't know, I like it a lot. I really like this game a whole lot, and I'm really glad we're publishing it, and that's a quick look at Combat.